Well, welcome to the journey. My name is Kevin Polky, and I am the host of the journey. And this particular episode, we are going to continue our discussion about concepts from Ryan Holiday's book, "The Stillness is the Key." And again, just as if you haven't heard the last couple episodes, this idea of stillness can be seen in a variety of different ways. The primary thing that we're seeking after in this stillness is less about a physical stillness and more about a mental stillness. So those time periods when you find yourself with your mind racing, bouncing all over the place, not being able to uh, complete a thought without it going into another thought, or just feeling that there is just so much going on that you're not able to actually come up with any type of game plan. So this is what we're talking about now. As I've mentioned before, for me, the primary key that I utilize to get into this space of stillness is usually movement. That may be a full workout, or that may just be taking a walk in the woods. It may be even as sedentary as some deep breathing exercises. But some aspect of movement usually is the catalyst that'll allow my thinking to get into a space of being able to focus. The other aspect that I want to introduce today is something that was introduced to me a long time ago. And if I'm being completely honest, there was a lot of resistance from it at the very beginning, and that is journaling. Uh, Journaling can be utilized in a lot of different ways. And in this particular space is the idea of being able to just give yourself permission to write your thoughts out, your thoughts and feelings out on to the piece of paper. Serves a multiple purposes. One, it allows it to go from your head, rambling around in your head, and down on a piece of paper. So you are taking something that's internal and moving it out external, allowing you to even exercise or practice that you have some level of control over these thoughts. The other aspect that happens when we journal is being able to write it out. I may be able to see a particular pattern or a particular angle in which I can come to a solution. And probably the last thing that I get from journaling is this aspect that I don't have to necessarily think about it anymore. I can write it out and then give myself permission to say that it's out of my thinking. I don't need to remember this anymore. If I was going to either tell somebody about it or share that story, I can reflect back on it, and then I can either move on to something, or I can go into this space of just being. One of the things that I have enjoyed most about being able to get into this space of my mind being calm is then to be able to just creatively write. Not necessarily worrying about sentence structure, but just have this free flowing of creativity and being able to express myself, and just to see where some ideas may go, or um, where that flow may just where it may just carry me. And so for me, utilizing journaling, even though there has been a long time period of resistance, and then picking it up and doing it for a few years, and then letting it go, I think now for me, journaling has been that aspect to allow not only for me to organize my thinking and get some of those thoughts down on paper, so that I either can find a solution on what to do with it, or I may be able to share it with someone else. But it equally serves as a way for me to go into that creative space, or that creative flow. Um, as always, whenever you listen to these particular reflections on the journey, um, if you have any comments, I'd love to hear those comments. If there's something that is useful, please write a review with that as well. And then if someone may benefit from this, even if it's one piece of it, please share that. as always, look forward to being with you next week, and be safe and be well.